Kumar Ketkar, as a long-time admirer of Nehru, do you want to respond to what is being said by Dr. Sampath? The RTI he quotes, 2012, suggests that there were 450 projects, buildings, schemes named after the Nehru-Gandhi family, a number of them after Jawaharlal, and as a result, many other freedom heroes were actually not given the kind of importance that they perhaps deserved. So the BJP is arguing we are trying to correct some of those distortions by not giving excessive focus on an individual. How do you respond?
Are we discussing Nehru's role in independence movement and post-independence, or we are discussing so many memorials which are in the name of Nehru or Nehru family? We are discussing, I suppose, Nehru's role and apparently vis-a-vis Savarkar's role in the freedom movement. I do not see...
No, I'll come to the Savarkar. I'll come to Savarkar in a moment. I will come to Savarkar. But just this argument being made that Nehru has been either diminished by the BJP or given excessive importance by the Congress.
Nehru did not name the memorials in his name, like Modi named his own stadium name in Ahmedabad. So let us not bring up all the memorials named after Nehru or Nehru family into what is the role of Nehru in the freedom movement and post-freedom movement, that is after independence. What did he do to build modern India? I can see clearly that without Nehru, it was impossible to find a place for a modern India in the current history. After 1924, the first release of Savarkar, what exactly contribution he made in building institutions or in giving a new thought, giving new idea? What was his world view? 1924 is a very strange time. It is only 5 years after the First World War and about 15 years before the Second World War. The world was changing. What is Savarkar's world view at that point of time? What is Savarkar's contribution between 1924
So you are going back to Savarkar. I'm coming to Savarkar. Sir, I'm coming to Savarkar. I asked you a question about Nehru per se.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. Between 1924 or between 1915, Nehru continuously is in the picture of the freedom movement. He is fighting, he is struggling, he is on Satyagraha, he is in jail, he is writing books. He is constantly part of the freedom movement because you cannot separate Nehru from the freedom movement as much as you cannot separate Gandhi from the freedom movement. And therefore, to ask about Nehru and say that what is his overall status and what is the given status by the Congress party to the so-called dynasty, I think this itself is a very outrageous question, because Nehru's role, Nehru's contribution cannot be erased by a few placards and few hoardings and a few textbooks which they are writing. You are questioning about rewriting. Actually, they have rewritten history, but that will not last. History is there. It doesn't require to be rewritten. Written history is enough for Nehru to survive politically and historically.